Good morning. It's the 15th of July, about 7 in the morning. My name's Tim. And today's one is to reconnect. And not sure where it's really going to go, but kind of know where it's coming from. And it's coming from a very acute feeling of disconnect, which at the moment kind of scares me a little bit and has for a few days. Now, I'm very aware that sense of disconnect at the end of the day is certainly me. Is certainly something going on with me. That is something I've always, is this perhaps showing me my expectation? Like last week, and after I did the one on 4th of July, I then went on to have a kind of a week or so where it was like I couldn't not connect. I went within and it was just boom. I had the most beautiful experiences so simply. Those experiences took me, made me really feel like I was, in a sense, getting somewhere. And then it seems to just stop. Now I know what we're talking about is unconditional love. And therein lies the understanding, the peace and the acceptance that I must, in a sense, come to. But like I've said before, when I do these things, I seem to get I do get a reciprocal experience. And then, of course, it feels like, that's DJ, by the way, lovely dog. It feels like when I don't do them, when I don't continue my efforts in this way, if I don't continue it, you pull away. It seems slightly conditional, but I'm not going to get into that. I just want to feel connected to this story again. And for me to feel connected, I must experience. And I felt a pulling away of you all. Oh! I mean, just last week. Saw the wild bird a few times. And it gives me such hope. And then suddenly, it's just like pulling the rug. Now, there's a part of me that can certainly reassure myself that, hey, this is nothing. It's all cool. I've felt a lot more disconnected. I've felt a lot further from you. I've felt far more lost. So there's a part of me that can reassure myself. And I use that. I help myself. And I will, and I can. But there's something far more important going on here than whether I'm feeling connected, disconnected, happy or sad. There's something beyond that I'm being, in a sense, guided to. And that's where I must bring up the same courage that I've had before and talk to you and connect with you. Because otherwise, I really feel like you're just leaving me behind. And that, on top of everything, it really doesn't feel very nice. And it's like I'm told there's nothing I can do. But I've got to try. I've stated many things while talking to you. And I take it seriously. And I must keep up with that. That holding this heart open at times, even in the face of, I don't know, in the face of what? The face of fear. I shouldn't have fear. That's expectation and all the rest that I'm being told to let go. And I do. But when I feel a distance with the people I admire, I get scared. And that's not a nice way to be, is it, DJ? So again, I've always said these things I do for myself. And I've been really wanting to for days, and there's a pace that I can't keep up with. That I had things to say a week ago, and I didn't have the chance, I didn't find the chance to do it, to say anything. And I allowed it. I was like, that's all right, just, there's no pressure, there's no expectation here. But I feel when I don't keep up that pace, I receive guidance to keep up that pace. And this is all I've got at the moment, and it drives me mad, but it helps me. So I will take it. And I will just have a chat with you again, because I feel like I need to. I feel like there's something off. And I'm not into that. So I want to reconnect here. I got a sort of bit of guidance, if you like, talking about a void. Just this morning, funny enough, after feeling very much in a sort of void, I got a message. It's gotta just. It's like I've been put in a void. And now is the go forward, keep going, or settle back and not give up, but settle back and just go, oh, well, that feeling of kind of, oh, well, no one's listening, no one wants to hear anything anyway. But that's foolish, and I can't go back or give up. So then, logically and truly, all I can do is continue to try to connect with you and continue to try to connect with me. Now, if this is all my internal workings going through a certain process that has me feeling like this, if that's just me, then I'll probably apologize for this one later. But I've noticed too many patterns here. And one very real pattern is when I reach for you, you reach for me. I have been told I can ask for help. And I do, within myself. And I do, out loud, alone. But I don't think there's anything stopping me or wrong with asking through this medium as well. For that help, for that connection, for that, hey, where'd you go? Why do I suddenly feel devoid of you when I know and am told that I am never alone? Is this another test of my focus, patience, resilience? Or is it just showing me how I'm not stepping up and you're kind of letting me go, leave him for however long, we'll see how he is later? That would hurt. But what can I do? Except try to express myself to myself, remember. This is all I've got. To reach through once more, through what is an illusion of separation. To reach through to that awareness, to that higher realm, where I know the ones I admire hear me and can help me. And I'm not too ashamed to ask for help. When I feel like this, I think it's only good to ask for help, because otherwise it's Monday morning, I've got to get going with work and blah, 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 blah. The whole week just, and it's very hard for me to maintain my dream when I'm dealing with cement and people moaning. I have trouble with that. And I know the week just passes and suddenly it's like, oh no, I haven't spoken for a week. And I don't want to do that. I told you last time we're starting a season of much more fun. And I did. I was. And then I don't know what happened. At the same time, I must maintain my higher perspective, which has helped me endlessly in far more difficult points of my journey than this, to be honest. I think a part of me here, there is disappointment. I got so excited in a sense, thinking I was coming closer to you this last sort of month or so. And then when that opportunity, in a sense, slips by, wasn't offered, wasn't the timing, there's a part of me, I accepted it. I was like, yep, okay. Luckily for me, there was some of the most incredible synchronicity that removes any fear. But then I can get back into it because I'm suddenly like, oh my God, so close. And then what? Failed? I can't go down that road. And this is my attempt at turning what can feel like failure or abandonment. I need to turn it. I need to turn it around as quick as possible for my own benefit. Because this must be me. I can't. It's unconditional love, and I'm not being. Have you pulled away? Or I've got something going on here. It's just so strange. And this is reconnecting, I mean, I connected with so many people very important to my journey just last week. The ones I admire. I felt closer and closer, and I could just sink into that feeling. And there you are. And then there you're not. Now, I've seen these patterns, waves, if you like. So that's another thing I reassure myself with. That this infinite comes in waves. And I must be ever present and ready for those waves. There's a part of me feeling like I just missed a really good surf session and you lot didn't. Oh, this is a funny one, isn't it? But, well, look, I mean, I've said I will be honest with you. And this is a very real part of my process, it seems, because to feel so close to something and yet be told to have patience and yet feel it slipping away. And yet, how can it? It's everything. It's the infinite. The infinite can't slip away. So it must be me. And I'm perfectly able to accept that. And if it is me, then this me right now is reigniting that connection. Saying to those ones that I admire and I want to see, I'm here. The healing within us all, the healing between some of us, it's just a process. We can't shy away from it. We can't ignore it. one, one said he wasn't happy with the things between how it was going between us. It was a very clear experience. And it's a bit of a difficult one to. Goodness me, how abstract is this? I'd just like to say that anyone that feels any unease with me, that's a very simple thing to solve. And I want to solve it. I don't want to play ping pong with you forever. I would rather do what I said, which was, hey, it's no problem. Just sit down, have a beer, and we can sort it. I've told you you're important. And these are the connections that need to be solved here. And I need to reassure, I guess, myself. I mean, it is really, isn't it? This is a completely reassure myself one, but I don't care, I'm taking it. I can't give up. I can't back down. Therefore, what is it to continue? One breath in, one breath out. One breath in, one breath out. So I can continue. I am not dead. And so I want to lift myself up. And if I can lift anyone else up today, then I will do that as well. That would be my pleasure. Because there is too much at stake. That I must reach through this void to that infinite, to my higher self that I have connected with. And suddenly, there's this awful feeling of not being able to. Only for a few days, I'm just panicking, I think. It's just such a void. But I must keep that perspective. I must continue to trust. Continue to know that within me is that infinite. And I have experienced it. And I will experience it again. That the peace that brings me should last longer than a day. Otherwise, it's not really a deep, abiding peace, is it? That I can, in a sense, if I don't have those incredible experiences, I feel like I'm missing out. And it's so silly because go back over these years, I mean, I was content with the tiniest glimpse. I still get those I'm still getting the glimpses. But that complete absorption, that complete letting go. I've just missed for a few days. That's all. It's no big deal. I will get myself back on track. Not sure what's going on, but just in case it is that you just need to hear from me and I get something back. No expectations. I ain't messing this one up. But in case that is it, here I am. And I just long to continue and enlarge this connection. I mean, this is approaching the infinite. It's a big one, and the experiences along the way, and this right now, this feeling, I must just accept as part of the package. You know, is this to increase my longing, my yearning? Is this to get me emotional? To wake up parts of me that are dormant? To put me through the ringer? To crush me a little bit more? To cook me? I've been telling you I'm cooked for years, I've felt. It hasn't worked. The bread maker's oven. I heard a beautiful story about the bread maker. That what puts a smile on the face of the bread maker is when he opens that oven door, smells that beautiful smell, that beautiful bread, and sees the result. Sees that bread and thinks, spot on. He doesn't look at it and go, oh, that's looking undercooked. Slam the door shut again, does he? The bread was cooked. Please don't shut that door again. Because I want to see that smile on the bread maker's face. And I refuse to believe I won't. Oh dear. Well, as ever, in an attempt to lighten and pick myself up and pick this message up, I just got to say love, light and hope. That trust in this process that is so far beyond my comprehension. And yet I have learnt so much at every step. So something must be going in here. Must be getting somewhere. And more of that reassurance mode, you know. I've got to use it on myself. I'll use it on you as well. I spent some time with you. Like I said, you know, that energy of unconditional love, that energy of nature, simple, all around, unwavering. That's the energy I need to step into, and I'm having trouble, and I'm sure just some company of people on that wavelength that could help me. Because that's where some of you are. And you're holding that space. Holding that light. Holding that love. Every day. I want to be with you. I need to be with you. How on earth? I just continue this on my own. Not begging. Oh, like a track's like, I'm just, I want to be with you. I want to experience that coming together. DJ's the star of the show today. Your boy. This is my old dog. He's an old dog, but it was my old dog, if you know what I mean. And I'm looking after him and a cat for a week or two while my son and his mum are off in Poland having a little trip. So I'm just here looking after these guys, which is always a funny thing, you know, coming back to where I used to live. I think that has a funny effect on me. And I know over these months and years, there has been times where this place affects my energy and my alignment with you all. And I have to be aware of that. But, you know, I'm here to help people. And people need help. I just want to feel that connection again, guys. So if I have to reach to you like this, I just will. You may well know it's another reason. This is all me. I don't know right now. Well, I think I'm getting unnecessarily a little bit anxious. I'm overthinking. That's what it is. But then it's pushed me to do this, which I always benefit from, so I'm taking it. You know, my responsibility makes me feel like I've got to be so strong. And yet here I am showing you the most vulnerable part of me. To feel I have upset or missed chance or the very people that I admire most. There's not really much else that can hurt more. Shouldn't say shit like that. Look, I'm Mr. Invisible, talking to the invisible people. I'm the chosen champion, talking to the champions. Fantasy, dream, I'm the wild bird whisperer, talking to the wild bird whisperers. I'm Tim, talking to the wild bird. I can be so many things. It all comes back to this. My wild bird. I'd like to say, the other day you were talking about how you, something I knew from the beginning. You're very good at helping people find their position, if you like, in work, in service. That's your skill. And I told you I know that. That I knew that was you. That I could sense you. I can sense you. Always there. And I'd like to say that I would accept, any help. In finding that role for me. That you can help me. That you are helping me. I often feel you're coming and going is a natural part of this process. And that there are times you're focused and you're busy and you're off doing other, I'm sure, very important things. And that perhaps me and my insecurity feels that as something more than it is. And so I'd like to put my mind at rest and put your mind at rest that I was just so with you just last week. Oh yeah. So it is possible. It has happened many times. And I must trust it will happen again. And that this is just a part of the process. And my job is to be patient, resilient, and evermore to build a positive outlook on everything. In every way. Because that is the most important thing. See, in this world, it's tough doing that. In this world of news, all that stuff, it's a tough one. In this world, the natural world, it's not. It's just about me being present. It's a simple reality. And that's the one I need to maintain throughout my day. I get messages and telling me, I don't know, my attention being brought towards unresolved things within me, unhealed parts. And it's like, okay, here we go then. I could just do with a chat, guys. But it seems it's not to be. To truly wake up. To truly, truly wake up. Felt I have so many times, so close, but am I still sleepwalking? Surely my waking up, seeing it as it is the dream I see. The songs, the praise, the history of praise, the potential that we are at the moment, the truth about what resides within us all. And the endless nudges from this universe that I trust in more and more and more every day. That lately there have been synchronicities beyond anything I ever dreamt of. And that in there lies those nudges that I must take to give me hope. Hope that I will see you. Hope that I am getting somewhere. Hope that I am not abandoned. Hope that this gets through this illusion straight to the hearts of the people I want it to. And that in my day lifts me with no external validation, just an inner knowing that I've spoken to the most important people in my life and stated very clearly that my intention is to continue, to let all the angels know. As I reach for you, pray, reach for me. As I reach for you. And seeing it as it is. My guardian angels are real. That's the reality I want to live in. That's the level of awareness I want to maintain. That I know. I don't believe. I know. And I do. And I have all my life. So what's this silly little part of me feeling all vulnerable now? It's a very simple feeling scared you pulling away. And yet, in my understanding, it's not. It's all me. So what's that then? Back to the old drawing board. Guys, I really don't want to do years more of this. They do say you go a bit funny talking to yourself, you know, and it could be true, you know. I think I might be testing the limits here. But I take one more step with you in complete knowledge of who I am and how important it is for me to take these steps with you. That I told you I will not give up. And I need to feel that again. And my goodness, I almost do now. That this always lifts me. And I need you. I need your love. I need your connection. And I just want to say to, wow, my wild bird, I miss you and everything. oh God, if I'd just get over it all, but I'd let go. I'd let go of the past. But I'm not letting go of the hope I hold in your hand. And that's pretty unconditional. And I pray you're well. I pray you're coming closer. Felt like you were. Felt your energy up. I know your energy. I felt it in Brighton and Barcelona. I don't care what everyone says. I love you. Can't help it. Right or wrong. True or false. Mad or sane. It's just always there. And for the one I saw in Barcelona that I waved at, I'm never going to get over that. That blew me away, you know. Completely blew me away. It was like, that is the best thing that ever happened to me. Apart from seeing you, what, but you know, on a par. Well, no, I don't know. I'm not saying anything else. But that synchronicity there absolutely blew me away, and I think it always will. I just want to say thank you for that gift, because that was a gift of certainty. It gives me courage truly to. I see a chance you take that leap of faith. I know that I am completely protected and loved by this universe. So it is me that must accept that infinite within me, as the infinite accepts me. So far beyond me, so far beyond my little mind that gets worried. And yet this burning certainty that has carried me through far, far, far more worse times than this over the last years. So reassurance mode. Nothing to worry about. Another invisible step with the invisible people. And a recommitment to myself and this universe and the angels of my continued intentions. And absolute certainty of this path that is so uncertain. Help me once more embrace myself. I know you can help me, and I know you can hear me. Help me to awaken as you have. Help me take this next step. I need your help now. I need your help to align once again, to reconnect, so that I can live in that trust, in that certainty, and not worry I've upset the most important people. Anyway, look, my phone's just about to run out. That's goodbye from DJ, star of the show. And love, light and hope. Persist in trusting in this part of us that is growing, that is blossoming, that there is growth happening within us all. And sometimes part of that growth is sort of fast and slow and fast and slow. I know that, it's happened to me before. So look, I'm just about to run out. So I'll talk to you soon. And like I say, I am still going to have a lot more fun. And this one was just a little bit of an emergency somehow. But hey, ever playful. Love to you all, and I hope I see you